Hey my friends, so happy Monday. I'm making this video very specifically to kick off a mini adventure I am taking on. Now, just to set the scene, every summer my apartment complex, they do pest control spraying of all the apartments. So I found out last week I had to pull out everything from all my closets and cabinets, put it in a center room so they can go around and do a spraying of the apartment. So it took me basically from Monday until Thursday morning to get everything pulled out, clean, everything so that it was ready for the spraying on Thursday. Thursday went off, decided to treat myself to a massage, do some shopping, come back, and then deal with putting things back in the apartment. So everything went as planned Thursday. And I said, you know what? It was a lot of work pulling all this stuff out. So I'm just going to slowly put things back and see what stuff I can, get rid of that I don't need. So Saturday morning rolls around, and I was going to wake up bright and early because I wanted to go to the Burbank Farmers Market. And instead of waking up around 7, I woke up at 6:30 to the sound of water trickling. And I was like, what the hell? Did I leave my faucet going in the bathroom? No. So I got up, went into the kitchen, turned on the light, and from the ceiling, water is pouring from the light fixture, flooded my kitchen, and started to soak a part of the carpeting that's outside of the kitchen area. Talk about a nightmare. I had to find some buckets. Thankfully, I had, 2 big buckets to kind of capture the water that was pouring in. And thank God I had a carpet cleaner, because when the water finally stopped dripping, about an hour and a half later, I had the carpet cleaner to suck up all the water in the kitchen. Oh my God. So it turns out that in the apartment above, some hose ripped, and the guy in the apartment above me woke up around the same time and started working on shutting off the water and taking care of his apartment. Meanwhile, all that water is flooding into mine for about an hour and a half, at least from when I woke up. It took until about 8:15 for him to get things, get the water shut off. So I'm left with a wet kitchen, which I took care of on my own. Landlord, I guess, will come in on Monday to assess the damage. They were supposed to come on Saturday, but they haven't shown up. So I'm assuming they'll be here at some point today on Monday, and we shall see. But here's where I'm deciding to turn lemons into lemonade. Thank God I had everything already pulled out of the kitchen, so everything is in the living room or in my bedroom. And I decided I'm going to use the month of August to really give myself a fresh start with this apartment. And that means I'm going to, here's the thing, because they did the apartment, pest control spray on Thursday, with this thing that happened on Saturday, flooding the kitchen, I have to get my apartment sprayed again at the end of next month, August, because whatever they sprayed in the kitchen area has washed away, and the water damage to the wood and, you know, wherever else in the kitchen that I can't see that's waterlogged may end up attracting bugs. So I'm gonna have to go through this process again. I don't want to put anything back just to have to take it out again next month. So what I decided to do was, for this month, I'm only gonna put back things that I use, you know, for my day-to-day stuff. And slowly I want to work through bags of clothes, bags of just different paper documents that I've had for years, and literally shred and get rid of anything that I don't need to keep legally or I don't want to keep for information purposes. I think I inherited a hoarding bug from my mom. So I have just stuff that I've kept throughout the years. Oh, there's some sentimental value to this magazine or what. This is a new day. I want to literally give myself permission to start fresh with my apartment as I start this new chapter of my life, hopefully with a good new job that I'm hoping to hear about soon. But in the meantime, I'm going to use this accident with the flood to get rid of everything I don't need in this apartment. This plant, by the way, is not normally out here. I put it out here because I needed space to clear things in the apartment for the spring. So this will be gone, just so you know. But I want to use the opportunity to really declutter and to get rid of clothes that I don't need. I can donate it to the rescue mission, throw out, you know, documents or things that I've kept that I really don't need to hold on to any longer. And I'm going to use literally the month of August to slowly, methodically go through all that stuff. So if any of you know anything about decluttering, any advice you want to give on the best way to get rid of stuff you don't need, feel free to leave in the comments any suggestions. I would greatly appreciate it, because I can talk myself into keeping just about anything. Say, oh, but this I got this when this happened, and yeah, there may be some sentimental value, but the reality is the experience was the experience, and any memories I have of it are the things that I'm going to treasure. Keeping something that I may not even see because it's in a closet tucked away doesn't really make sense to me anymore. And I don't know, I think because I pulled all this stuff out and I recognize some of the stuff I pulled out, especially out of the closets, there are bags of clothes I've not worn in over a year. So chances are I may not wear them, or I'll discover, oh, that's where that thing went. So I want to use this month to go through and give myself a fresh start. And hopefully it'll just make my apartment feel fresh and new, and it'll just give me an opportunity to kind of just give myself a physical reset that goes along with all these other changes that have been happening in my life. So that's really it. I want to keep this a brief video just to let you know I'm starting my mini adventure of decluttering my apartment as thoroughly as I possibly can. I'm going to spend the whole month doing it in little bits. It's not going to be like, you know, a 9-to-5 job doing it, because I'm trying to find a 9-to-5 job. But I'm going to be designating bits of time every day to go through a bag, go through a box, and get rid of it if I don't need it. So wish me luck. This is the start of many changes that I want to make to how I'm living my life so that I'm living my best life. And your home is the number one place that has to change when you're making a change in your life. I want my home not to be a collection of all the things from my past that I'm letting go of, but to give myself an opportunity to start fresh. So wish me luck. Any advice you have, feel free to leave it in the comments section below. And at the end of August, I will let you guys know how things turned out. Okay, so thank you for watching. Again, if you have any advice on decluttering, on being creative with your use of space in an apartment, feel free to leave the advice in the message below and I will be sure to read it. All right, thanks everybody. Thank you for watching and I will talk to you guys soon. Besos.